According to Mark E. Sharp, a psychologist who specializes in relationship issues, that the experience of being in love is primarily a feeling, which begins with a powerful attraction and sexual desire. It then fades and gives way to the feeling of connection and affection, which the couple has to maintain if they don't want to become incompatible. Incompatible relationships often hide behind a smoke screen initially. The love and infatuations are so high in the beginning that one overlooks the widely contrasting traits of partner. It's the only when the relationship starts settling down that an individual start feeling the sting of incompatibility. The different often turn out to be mountainous. An incompatible relationship is defined by its unhappy partners who are not on the same page. Incompatible relationship signs show up in the constant bickering, the disagreement that spell doom for your bond, and the inability to be in one room without getting angry at each other. They might be in love and yet be like two left feet on one body. Compatibility is extremely important. If two people are incompatible, they start looking for different things in a relationship. They may feel differently about many things. This can be trying when you are trying to have a fulfilling relationship. Addressing incompatibility in a relationship early on is crucial for several reasons. Ignoring or avoiding the issue can increase resentment, misunderstandings, and prolonged unhappiness. By acknowledging and discussing incompatibilities, there is an opportunity to find the compromises, adapt, and determine if the relationship is viable in a long term. Early intervention allow for open communication, the possibility of seeking counseling or therapy, and making informed decision about the relationship future. In this video, we are going to tell you about the 19th sign which shows that you are in incompatible relationship. Uncertainty about the future. Imagine what you and your partner's future look like, and as you both see, it needs to be aligned. One of the signs of incompatibility that isn't easy to resolve is having different life goals. When incompatible partners have different life goals, you can resolve things by meeting each other halfway. You have to make sure that you both are happy when you compromise. If not, one might blame the other, which can cause the relationship issues. Partners leading significant different lifestyles can create a sense of disconnection and hinder the compatibility required for the thriving relationship. Conflicting schedules, interests, or social circles can make it challenging to find common grounds and spend quality time together. Arguments are inevitable in all kinds of relationship. Nevertheless, if couples do it all the time, this is not normal and can be one of the signs of incompatibility. Counseling can help save the relationship if it is too hard to resolve. You must remember that it's a time to end the relationship if an argument becomes abusive. How important are common interests? One may ask. The answer is that they're crucial to some extent. Couple breaking up because of incompatibility often cite this reason. They had nothing to do together. They may have tried activities together, but only one of the partner enjoyed them more. This could widen the gap in relationship as partner could go in different directions, doing things they like. The issue can be resolved by shedding a little bit of stubbornness, and both partners need to sacrifice and try each other's interest. Your partner might not be interested in relationship anymore if they prefer to use their energy and time for other people or things. And the biggest red flag in a relationship is when they prefer friends over you. Numerous studies and surveys have found that major source of relationship stress is money. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that an extreme saver and a mega spender would have a hard time spending together in a long run. While a balance of these elements can be good, if someone enjoys spending money and the other aims to save money on everything, the relationship won't work because it comes down to incompatible values and incompatible sources of joy. You might be able to compromise, but chances are your vastly different views will be too difficult to overcome. No matter how money is spent, one person is always going to feel that they didn't get what they wanted and be unhappy. Having a same sense of humor is one of the top 3 most important qualities people look for in a partner. If a couple cannot laugh about the same thing, they probably won't even make it past a first date. One person may be witty, while the other person appreciates silly things. The ability to laugh easily together is a huge part of compatibility. If you cannot laugh together, it's going to be tough for both of you to overcome the tough times together. You both have different schedules. If one person is busy and the partner with the more free time can feel ignored, dedicating time by doing activities together can resolve it. However, there should be no pressure or anxiety in doing so. To address this, dedicating specific quality time by doing activities together that both partners enjoy can help bridge the gap. There are differences in how people want to spend their time alone so that they can perform adequately. However, incompatibility can happen when one needs more time alone and the other wants to spend more time together. Finding a balance, respecting each other's needs, and creating a space for solitude and togetherness can help build a healthy and compatible relationship. And of course, attachment styles affect the relationship. You have got to know and own your attachment style. When you do, it would be easier to find a partner who's on the same page with you. Some people like having a clingy partner they don't miss or mind sharing bodily contact with them as often as possible. On the other hand, some cannot stand it. They feel it obsessive behavior. These two categories of people could never be together. People who are popularly termed clingy usually fall under the anxious or anxious avoidant category, while the people who prefer to bypass intimacy are under the avoidant category. If you are anxious or anxious avoidant, there is no need to pretend to be indifferent about physical touch. Trust me, you don't want to play that game of cat and mouse. It's get very frustrating over time. When you're in love with someone, most movements with them are satisfying. It's not every second and every moment that you will have an exciting moments together. Sometimes you just have to sit silently enjoying each other's company. However, when you're not compatible with your partner, the mundane everyday movements when you aren't going out on an exciting dates will seem extremely boring for you. Another thing you will notice is that your relationship has become routine and boring. Not everyone hates routine. Some couple love the stability and security that comes with being in a rut. However, being with a partner who doesn't prefer this or being the partner who doesn't can be very uncomfortable. A little bit of jealousy in any relationship is normal. It's normal to want your partner all to yourself. However, when there is too much jealousy, it shows a lack of interest. When you are on the same page with your partner in a general sense, you want to organically being to trust them. A lack of trust can be indicator that you are not compatible with your partner. People beliefs and core values shape their character. They can hardly agree if they aren't on the same page when it comes to their core values. This includes financial values, moral values, religious values, and political beliefs. If your philosophy is spend now, life is short, you are definitely not going to survive a relationship with someone whose values dictate that they save for the rainy days. It can be frustrating for couples if one of them have more sex drive than the other or when they are sexually incompatible. For an incompatible relationship in this situation, one's intimacy need might not be met and the other might feel pressured to feel those intimacy needs. This tension affects the other areas of the relationship as well. If there is a desire to improve the relationship, couples can utilize certain research methods to improve things. Every individual have different needs of emotional connection within a relationship. A significant imbalance occurs when one partner craves deeper emotional intimacy while the other remain emotionally distant. This imbalance can potentially lead to the feeling of loneliness, disconnection, and frustration. When one partner constantly feels ignored, dismissed, or invalidated, it breeds resentment and erodes compatibility. Open communication and validation are vital for a healthy and harmonious relationship. Both partners should actively listen to each other, validate each other's feeling and experience, and make an effort to understand and empathize. When one partner is doctorate graduate and the other is dropout, this can be one of the signs of incompatibility in a relationship. Intellectual differences might be ignored at the start of the relationship as they enjoy each other's company and trait. But once they pass this phase, both members of the couple can realize that how different they are because of their educational attainments. Nevertheless, this is not one of the potential signs that couple are incompatible. You have different ambitions and goals. Partners with drastically different visions for their future can create tension and hinder long-term compatibility, as their path might diverge instead of align. Finding common ground, setting shared goals, and supporting each other's individual aspirations can promote compatibility and strengthen the relationship. If you cannot accept your partner for who they are, we can treat it as one of the most evident signs that you are not compatible with your partner. You might be incompatible with your partner if something about them upset or irritates you, and accepting it is out of the question.